Without Bitcoin, there is no blockchain. And while there are amazing innovations coming down the pipeline, and there's a lot of great companies, the number one thing to let the public learn about is to understand the difference between Bitcoin and the rest of crypto.
Hey folks, Flo here with Blockchain North. We're still at Collision, final day. We're in the crypto area here. I'm here with Jacob Asparian of onebitcoin.ca. Why don't you introduce yourself in 30 seconds or less?
Hi everybody, I'm Jacob Asparian. I'm the co-founder and CEO of onebitcoin.ca and very excited to be here with you today.
So what does onebitcoin.ca do?
Anything and everything Bitcoin related. Our primary goal is to educate Canadians, individuals and businesses to help them understand what this innovation really is. We're in the mid-90s of the internet right now. A lot of misinformation, so we want to be their partners to help them onboard onto this exciting asset.
I love that you're a .ca and you speak about education. This is also what Blockchain North is about. When did you get involved in blockchain?
Oh, I got in right before the 2017 bull run. Right then.
Good timing?
Yeah, exactly. I got washed out like everybody else did in 2017, but I knew there was something special here. I fell in love with the space and we got so obsessed with it that we said, why not start a company, because the space needs the help for somebody that they can rely on to help them navigate the space.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about what you guys do and what brings you here as well?
Absolutely. So onebitcoin.ca primarily does education, so we do consults, individual businesses like I mentioned, but we also offer Canadians a very secure and convenient way to buy and sell Bitcoin, whether you want individual, joint accounts, corporate accounts, and we have a variety of services that are already launched as well as coming down the roadmap built on and around the Bitcoin blockchain, like notary services, lending, and a whole plethora of other stuff.
Right. What brings you to Collision?
We know what, we got admitted into the alpha stage startup. My co-founder input us in there and we got in. It's my first time here and it's an absolutely amazing event.
Really?
Yeah.
What has been the reception? Because I do notice that we do see a lot of DeFi, blockchain plays. You're the only one that really has Bitcoin in their name.
Yeah, we're the only Bitcoin company in the crypto corner, so they've been very friendly with us, but it's a little bit of a impasse in the sense of how we view the ecosystem and where it's headed.
It is noticeable that you're the only organization here representing with the word Bitcoin in your name within the crypto space. I don't think we've met another one in the last 3 days. What does that tell you about Bitcoin's place in the blockchain world today?
We have a long way to go. But where I'm very confident is that Bitcoin is the leader of the blockchain space. Without Bitcoin, there is no blockchain. And while there are amazing innovations coming down the pipeline, and there's a lot of great companies, the number one thing to let the public learn about is to understand the difference between Bitcoin and the rest of crypto.
Okay. And I'm also, you mentioned education, and I guess that's why it's still so important to educate. I mean, 15 years seems like a long time, and in the history of mankind, of course, it's a drop in the bucket.
That's it. And look, the internet has been around for 40 years and it's still growing in its adoption. So it's not going to happen overnight. Bitcoin's happening a little bit quicker because it's on the infrastructure of the internet, but we still have a long road ahead. 15 years is a snap, and we still have another 15 years to go before we start reaching mass adoption.
Yeah. What was that expression you said earlier? Bitcoin is the internet of value?
Bitcoin is the internet of money. I didn't phrase it. That's Andreas Antonopoulos. Great book, by the way. You should all go check out and read it. But Bitcoin is the internet of money, and crypto is the companies being built around the internet.
Do you provide any predictions on the price of Bitcoin for the coming years?
It's going to go up.
That's too easy. Anything more detailed that you can give us?
Buy and hold, think for the decade outlook, don't trade, and just stack into cold storage. Not your keys, not your coin.
Not your keys, not your crypto applies as well. And lastly, any other project other than Bitcoin that you're actually quite keenly interested in?
We've got our eye on a few Bitcoin-based projects, but if it's not settling on the Bitcoin blockchain, we're not very interested in it. But there are a lot of great Lightning applications and some really cool things happening on Bitcoin that we're very excited about, that we're going to roll out onto our site when it reaches a little bit more maturity.
And one more, because you're very generous with your time,
absolutely.
and your answers are quite concise as well. The talk of the town around Bitcoin lately seems to be ordinals.
Right.
What is an ordinal for maybe someone in our audience who doesn't know what it is?
Very simply put, an ordinal is like an NFT, but happening on the Bitcoin blockchain. There's a lot of people that say it's not a good use, some say it's a bad use, but the beautiful thing is it's the free market playing itself out. It doesn't matter what the use case is. If you want to use it, you can.
Jacob, thank you very much for spending time with us.
My pleasure, thank you.